This is Nerds on the Couch, and we are here with young Boba Fett.
Daniel Logan, thank you for being with us, sir. It's an honor seeing you here.
No, it's an honor just being out here in El Paso. I mean, just seeing the turnout today was amazing. I'm only here for one day, but I mean, Sun City Sci-Fi put on a great show, and I mean, I know they've been doing it for the last couple of months, and I know they're going to be doing some more of these. But for me to be able to be a part of this, it's amazing. I mean, it's unbelievable to see how, one business is able to draw so much attention for such a large amount of community,
We're so excited that having you here and all that. This is just a big thrill for us. First question. You told us about, how you got with Star Wars and all that, and you said you didn't know Star Wars when you were a kid. When did it hit you that this Star Wars is a huge thing? When was that moment that you just realized, oh my God, I'm big?
Well, it's funny because I got like calls from my agent, and she couldn't hardly breathe, and she was trying to spit out, I have an audition for you for Star Wars. And I mean, that still didn't click, like that. My agent, who never was excited about anything, was finally excited. I mean, I never clicked from that moment, but it was when I went to Celebration 2. It was my first convention I ever went to, and I had these big bodyguards. 8 of them actually, and they would not let anyone touch me. They wouldn't let them touch me, take a picture with me, because he hardly even saw me, and I walked in the middle of all of them, and they all walked in a perfect circle around me. And it was just amazing to see the response of people, and the movie wasn't even out, yet these people were just, oh my God, that's the Boba Fett! And I mean, I was walking the streets by myself, not realizing that, I'm at Celebration 2 with over 100,000 people. I could be kidnapped, and then made into someone's life, action figure, Like, I don't need a toy Boba Fett. I got the real thing in my house.
He's in my closet.
He's in my basement.
Now, when you were young, what shows did you go ahead and love? What was it that you were really excited about? I know Doctor Who at the time was probably like on hiatus, meaning permanent hiatus. It wasn't around. But what shows, like sci-fi shows, did you get into when you were young?
See, it's funny because in New Zealand we only had 3 channels. And Channel 1, I was the second youngest, so I was the one with the coat hanger standing at the back of the TV. Like, hey, go picture, no, go left, yeah, don't move. And I'm like, well, what is it watching? What are we watching? Don't move. The TV's so big you can't go around and look at the picture.
Costume contest registration is going to end here in 8 minutes.
There wasn't, there's not like it is here where you have sci-fi channels, your Fox channels, where in New Zealand the community is far too small that they just release to the public, and you watch basically what you get given on the 3 channels that you have. And your 3rd channel was basically always just news. So we only had 1 channel ready to go by, which is Channel 2. And at the time, being in New Zealand, for me it wasn't about being in the house watching TV. Like, I mean, until dinner time, 6 o'clock, I was outside the whole time playing street games or playing like imaginary war games, cowboys and Indians with like my friends in the forest in my backyard, you know what I mean? So I was always like outdoors, roughing it, using my imagination. I could never afford much, but I was always able to, like with my hands, it was, my pistol, so I got a double now, I got you, they're like, well, nothing came at me like a Nerf gun. So then they're like, you didn't get me, and it's like, what the? So, and all the rest of my friends in the neighborhood all had, little, toy guns that they were able to, and I was the only one running around with my fingers.
And what did they think when you were coming out in Star Wars? What was your friends' reactions at that time?
Well, it was funny because I was not allowed to have a single soul when I was in Star Wars, which I did very good. I never told anybody. So no one knew until they released it on the news. And after that, that was only about a couple days before the movie was being released. So that's when all my friends and everyone from the school, they all got together and they went down to the local theater, and everyone watching it once. So then they all came back going, Dad, don't leave him. You know, and saying all my lines, like, get him, man, get him, watch out. So, overnight I became this New Zealand celebrity. Although I'd already worked on a lot of things, that Star Wars, when you're on the big screens, especially on a project like Star Wars, you bring the ending into life. I really did a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I was cartoon. I mean, I remember running home just to be able to watch that opening, of what happened last week, and get, that little sing song in between some of the actual cartoon airs. I mean, I could remember literally as soon as the bell ring and running probably 2 miles home. Maybe 3 miles.
All right, last question. I ask this of everybody who's done an action figure. There's been tons of Boba Fett action figures out of youth. Do you still have any? Do you collect any of those?
Yeah, my dad has every single Boba Fett toy that's made of me.
Wow.
And also, ones that we've collected all around the world, being graced enough. People bring them up all the time. And I never throw them away. My dad's office is pretty big, so he just continues buying another display shelf, and we just keep the collection going. But I make a joke because they actually sent me a huge box, probably full of 100 of them, of my toys. And it was my first signing appearance. It was in my garage in New Zealand at my house. My friends would come over after school, and I'm like, dude, did you hear about my new toy they just made of me? Check this out. So I go in my backyard in my garage, open the toy, look, this is me, it's got a picture of me. That's how you know it's me. And they're like, oh, that's cool. You want me to sign you one? Yeah, here you go. I'll just give them away the toys like they were nothing. I've always been a giver. But, I had a lot at one time. Now I just save. My mom spent all my money that I made on Star Wars and bought all the toys, and melted them down and said, I'll finally be getting rid of him. He won't be in my mind for a couple minutes at a store.
Wow. Well, we are Nerds on the Couch. We're with Daniel Logan. Thank you for being here, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Nerds on the Couch. Here we are. Daniel Logan. Back to you guys. Stay tuned for many more great interviews.
Bye.
Adios.
Thank you, sir.